Good morning, George.
Good morning, Saul. How are you today?
Okay, it's still between the Sabbath and all the holidays. I mean, you just have no time to breathe at all.
Yeah.
We got one more week like that.
Okay, boy.
And Thursday night, the guy comes to install my new computer. Well,
Oh,
I can get all the bugs out of it by Sunday.
well, I hope so. You'll be running Windows 11 along with
Oh yeah,
the
right.
rest of us by then.
And I have all new graphics updates. Because right now I can't open up all my documents now are in the PDF. I can't open the PDF because my Adobe doesn't work, which I'm paying for. Monthly does not work, with the current processor.
Yeah, they're not going to charge you to transfer your copy to the new machine, are they?
Oh no, not at all.
Oh, that's good.
This guy, he built a thing specially for me. He's my regular repairman.
Uh
He
huh.
comes to the house whenever I have a problem. He's building it specially for me.
Well, I hope it meets all your needs.
Yeah, no, he ascertained exactly what I need.
Yeah.
He's been servicing me regularly. He knows really what I need.
Well, I hope that this one lasts as long as the one you're using now did.
I'm over 15 years. Yeah,
There you go. And it ain't like the computer's still working fine. It's just that the world has passed it by.
exactly. Yeah. I have all the Photoshop programs and everything that I use. The Illustrator won't open
Hmm. How long's it been like that?
since the last update that came in.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Probably 2 months. It's been like that.
Well, Microsoft has been slowly sabotaging Windows 10, trying to get people to go over to Windows 11.
I know
So,
that.
so they do things to it, but they can't do too much to it because there are big money customers like governments and stuff that are not going to convert right away.
Um,
Um, and so they can't. Otherwise, I'm sure they would have completely disabled it on its death date and forced everybody to upgrade, but
yeah.
they can't.
I wonder if Ivan is going to be here today. Last time he had the excuse that his wife made a bridge appointment.
Um, I doubt it because he plays in another song circle every other week.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if he'll be here or not, but I would tend to doubt it. If she made an appointment to play bridge, that meant that it was probably the off week for the other song circle,
Uh-huh.
and he's been in that song circle for a long time.
Mhm. How
Um,
many song circles do you actually participate in during the week?
uh, three,
Uh-huh.
and then I have one on the first Tuesday of every month.
Uh-huh.
So on that week I have four.
Hmm.
I wouldn't mind finding some others for other days. It's the only chance I get now to play music
Uh,
for people
mm.
other than our show, and it's not going real well at all. Yesterday, I we were supposed to do a show, and I had upgraded my the computer we do the show with, which is the same one I'm using today,
Yeah.
to Windows 11, and the program that sends our show actually out to Facebook doesn't work under Windows 11. I've got to get in there and root around and try to. Um, they've turned off certain permissions by default and that kind of thing. So I'm going to have to go through and see if I can get the streaming piece to work. If I can't, then we got no show because
Oh, no.
The only way we could do it then is just for both of us to sit in front of a laptop. We lose the effect of all this gear and everything. So I don't know.
Right now, I'm only on. I've never tried to synchronize with Facebook. Right now, I'm only on no, on Zoom, and
Yeah,
and we record it to YouTube,
right.
and I put the link to Facebook. But
Well,
I
yeah, you
can't
put a
just
link to the group, I think, in your email.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's also everyone. Pat does the video. I post the link in the group so that people can follow it, and five other groups also. I put it on, so
Oh.
so
Hmm.
we get more people that'll come in.
Well, the more the merrier.
Mhm.
I mean, up to a point. We don't want to be sitting here playing all night, but.
No, I mean, right now I'm happy that we get occasionally we get 17, but if we get 13, 14 unusual people, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we got a good group. I'll say that.
Excellent, yeah. And we all get along together very well.
Hmm. Yeah, we. I've made a lot of friends um, playing music and never left my house.
Um,
Uh, we get oh 30, 40 viewers of our show every second and fourth Saturdays,
uh,
and we talk back and forth to them like we were sitting on our porch just playing music and visiting with them. And
yeah,
they send us comments, and we talk to them, and we tell stories about how life was down home and stuff like that. I tell them stories about my guide dogs and the horse I had and
hmm
different people that we knew because we lived in a rural part of southern Ohio for a long time.
uh,
After I got out of school, my parents stayed in the capital city, Columbus, so that I could get a regular public school education and not have to go to the state school for the blind.
uh,
And then as soon as I graduated from high school and Dad retired, they split for the country.
mhm. We did a lot of traveling, when we first got married, up to rural Appalachia. Took different photographs and everything. So I got to know a lot of people there, and we also listened to bluegrass music, and we enjoy doing this. And being that we're Jewish, we had to take uh, a van. We had 15 coolers with dry ice for all the kosher food. We used to go out like for 18 days. We used to go out.
Wow.
And some people there, some people there at that time never saw Jews in their life. They were wondering if we had horns or not. I thought they were horny, but we don't have horns.
Yeah. Well.
I know I was one time we stopped in this little town called Martin, Kentucky. I put a sticker on my van, in case there are any other Jews who would understand it. When we pray every day, we put on this thing called tefillin. It's two black boxes, one on our arm and one on our head, secured with straps. And it has scripture in it, because it says in scripture, you bind it on your hand and on your head. I wrote it's called essentially phylacteries in English, and in Hebrew it's tefillin. So the thing said, "Do your thing, wear tefillin." So I stop in this town, little town in Martin, Kentucky, at a general store. This woman goes looking, looking, looking. I said, "Ma'am, can I help you?" She said, "Yes." She says, "Teflon is something that you cook on, not something that you wear." So I said, I try to explain to her, well, it's in English, we call it phylacteries. I said, we pray, we put on and we pray, it's very holy. So I come out of the store, she's still looking at the thing, says, I don't understand something, she says. You said this thing is holy, she says, but usually you don't wear prophylactics when you're doing something holy. I said, those phylacteries, not prophylactic.
Oh dear.
I couldn't stop
Oh
laughing.
my.
I know. I said that was the funniest thing I ever had there.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I get asked a lot of dumb questions too, but that's all right. It's because we're different.
Right. Yeah. I stopped at one place once, and I was praying in my motel room. I turned around there, around 20 people from the town. They're looking at me there, heads pressed against the glass. I had to explain to them afterwards, what I'm doing and why.
Yeah,
But some people that were never out of their county, except for those who served in the war. Some people
right.
that had never left their county before. They had never seen anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh, there were still folks like that in Vinton County when we moved down there.
Yeah.
Uh,
And one time we went, I think it was on July 4th. It was a bluegrass concert. That's one of these rod and gun clubs or something, which we attended there, and we were taking pictures. This little girl, she must have been around 6 or 7 years old, says, "Please, can you take my picture?" So we took a picture of her mother that was watching that. So fast forward, there like it was last year. I'm on a Facebook group, and I saw things as Holland County, Kentucky. No, and so that's where we were. So I went ahead and I would join the group. I posted this picture of this girl. I said, "Can anybody?" I was this day on at this. Can anybody identify this girl? And sure enough, somebody knew who she was, and I was able to contact her and send her the picture.
oh,
She's
wow.
23 years old today.
Uh huh.
That was amazing. All years later, and the way she identified it was originally she had like on her arm she had one of these birthmarks. So I was telling what I when we developed the picture said this doesn't look good, Joe. Why don't you just take it off? It's spoil some beauty. So I said one day I might need it. I said I like to keep my and sure enough, though she said it might be me. I said look at your arm. So she took a picture of her arm and the birthmark matched exactly.
Yeah, that's something.
I have so many pictures and slides, and the Kodachrome stayed uh, stayed good, but some of the other things like Ektachrome starts to fade after a while. If you don't have the Photoshop where you can restore the original color,
Yeah.
you don't have archival permanence that you need.
Mm. They they did the best they could with what they had back then.
Yeah,
Um, a lot of the old 8 millimeter movies are deteriorating now too.
hmm
Lynn's family had a lot of those and a lot of photos. Her brother has it all now, and he's the world's greatest procrastinator. He was going to scan them all in and everything else, and he just doesn't get around to it.
Well, they have this new artificial intelligence now that can restore the original colors.
Yeah,
Mhm. For a while I had a business going where people would send me in their old pictures. I would install the color and I would make prints and everything. I can't do that anymore because Facebook put it out of business. They have a bunch of old retired people. They form these clubs. Tens of pictures will do them for nothing, and I can't compete with that.
can't compete with that. No.
Murray used to travel with me. We've been friends since we're 5 years old. So before he got married, we were all traveled together, in this van. We none of us drove. We hired a driver, that would take us. we had to go.
Yeah. Well, I guess it really didn't make a lot of sense to own a car in New York back then. I mean,
No, it didn't.
you could get everywhere with the subways and trains and all.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I was in the transportation business. Though I was in charter bus business. I never drove. I owned buses and vans. I always had drivers. You know, if I had to go somewhere, they would drive for me.
Yeah.
So my
Ha-
wife also, none of us ever drove. Same
hmm
thing with my parents didn't drive. Her parents never drove.
How many buses were in your fleet?
I had five large coaches, though were intercity coaches with restrooms. I had one mini bus, and I had four vans.
Hmm
We went cross country. We went anywhere in the United States and Canada. We went.
Wow.
It was a good business.
Yeah.
A lot of people still consult me yet, you know, and even though I'm retired a long time ago. I mean, Bob,
How long you been retired?
uh, I'd say it was, let's say I'm 83 now, and I retired actually when I was 65. I retired.
Oh, okay. Sounds like Bob's here.
Yeah,
Bob Winkler.
I think I think Harvey and Pat said they weren't going to be here today. I don't remember what they said last week. Bob, how you doing? Can you hear us? Unmute.
Doing good. We're getting lots of rain here.
Uh,
We had a storm warning come over, the flood warning, flash flood warning
mm,
come over. Not particularly in danger where I am or where my horses are, but we have tropical storm Raymond and tropical storm Priscilla come up from the Gulf of Baja, California.
usually, you know, Arizona usually doesn't get hurricanes. It's very
We
rare.
we don't, but we get the remnants of them, like they do in the Carolinas and so forth.
Uh,
We're quite a ways from the ocean. We're a few hundred miles, but when they come up from Baja, from the Pacific, and they kind of peter out, the westward flows of
mhm,
wind bring the remnants, so we get the rain,
mhm,
and this is where we get most of our rain. The monsoon typically ends the middle of September. But then the hurricane system begins in the Pacific and also the Atlantic, as you know.
yeah.
So we're getting that.
It's
And
amazing that you get flooding in the desert.
yes, we will get flooding in the desert. Uh, where I am, it's everything is engineered
Uh,
for runoff. We don't have. We're not in the mountains,
yeah,
but there are flat areas. And if you live near a river, you are in danger. We're in a kind of
yeah,
elevated flat areas. We're at about 1,100 feet here.
yeah. By the way, your audio is low.
I should get closer here.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can hear you.
So that it does build up. We could get 2 or 3 inches in the
Uh,
yard, but that's it's designed for that.
but you don't get any flooding in the house, do you?
No, no,
That's good.
no. The house is about 12 inches above the street level,
Okay, that's
and
good.
so the whole area is designed for that. So, but I am going to leave after my second song, and I have to get out to my horses and look after what's going on out there. It does get a little wet. I want to put down some shavings, wood
Uh,
shavings, and make sure their stalls are dry. This is not a day I usually go out there. I only go out on every other day,
okay.
and get out there today. We got
Well,
warnings on our phones how it goes off for
um,
alerts, and you can't stop it. That after until 12 o'clock you shouldn't go out, but that's a, that's ends in an hour or so.
we got alerts also from Palm Beach County on and then at times there's a storm or something.
Yes, yeah, we got one about a half hour ago.
And we have like crazy weather. You could be in the back of the house. It could be raining like crazy in front of the house. It's not raining at all.
Exactly,
Florida.
yeah. So the temperature is 69 degrees outside, but the humidity is 91.
Uh,
It's kind of switched around.
it's around 85 over here, but also the humidity is very high. Also around 90.
Well,
We have constantly high humidity.
so the the musical instruments love it. The air conditioning runs to take out the humidity now.
Right? Yeah.
Inside it's at 78 and the humidity's at 40.
Yeah. What kind of weather do you have, George?
Um, hang on a second here.
Okay.
Um, it's we're having cool nights, temperatures in the high to mid 40s,
Wow.
and the high temps are in the 70s now. And the summer humidity's gone out of the air, which raises Hav with auto harps.
Uh,
In the spring, and when the humidity goes up, the wood swells and the
uh,
harps go flat. And in the fall, when the humidity goes down, the wood shrinks and the auto harps go sharp.
uh,
They tend to stay in tune with themselves, but they can be as much as, you know, 25, 30 cents sharp or flat in the
uh,
spring and fall for a while till they readjust.
mhm. So can you compensate for that with the tuning?
Oh yeah, yeah, and they stay. Once this humidity stabilizes high or low, then they pretty well stay in tune.
Uh,
So the basic thing is that yeah, they have to be tuned every or at least mine have to be tuned a couple of times a week,
Yeah.
which is a fairly major project because you've got 37 strings on two auto harps. I have another auto harp that is needing some work right now, but I still keep it tuned. So it takes
Could be
about half an hour to tune it.
could be worse. Could be a piano.
Well, yeah, but pianos don't seem to be affected that way, at least that I know of. They can be built structurally such that the sounding boards and all the humidity doesn't change the wood. But to make auto harps that way would cause them to be too heavy to to put up on people's shoulders or put on their laps. That
Yeah.
you got to have them light enough to carry.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess you're right. Yeah, pianos are built on steel frames,
Yeah.
and auto harps are on wood frames. I guess you could build one on an aluminum frame, or carbon fiber, I guess.
how would it sound though? It's got to resonate over the wood.
Yeah. I know they build guitars on carbon fiber. I think Lonnie has a carbon fiber
Lonnie has
guitar.
one, yeah.
Yeah, good for boats.
It sounds good.
Yeah,
One luthier builds auto harps out of carbon fiber.
yeah.
How
Sounds
do they
nice.
sound? Have you
They
tried it?
sound really good, and they've got a good set of lungs. That's one of the problems with auto harps when we want to try to play with groups of people. They're not a very loud instrument, so
Um,
we get drowned out a lot.
Yeah.
could you put a pickup in it like you would a guitar? Or not?
Oh, you could, and you can finger pick them too. I happen to be blessed with very strong fingernails,
Uh,
so I play barehanded, but I do have picks, And that way, when I break a nail, which happens occasionally, I can put the picks on and play that way.
Oh,
And then there's a thing which is very rare, called a resonator box. And if you're playing on your lap or on a table, you put the auto harp on top of the resonator box,
yeah.
and it directs all of the sound out in front of you out this way instead of having it going up in the air.
Uh,
And it works very well. I would have liked to have used thinner wood like you would on a guitar, but I just couldn't get the Baltic birch in the 1/8 inch thickness like I wanted, so I
yeah.
had to use 1/4 inch, and it's not as resonant as it could be, but it does help on the rare occasions when I get to play with other people.
Mhm. Have your auto hops been built, specially custom built for you, or are they stand off the shelf models?
Both of the ones that I play all the time now were luthier built.
Oh, okay.
Um, Let me put this.
Especially for your specifications, right?
Um, no, this one wasn't. This auto harp I won at the Mountain Laurel Auto Harp Gathering in 2022. This was
Uh,
the championship prize. And the other one was, in fact, I wouldn't say made specially for me, but it was. Pete Daigle built that one, and he had one of those ANC machines, and so he could reverse the pattern. So on that auto harp, the buttons are over here.
right.
It just swaps ends. But I'm having the felt that he was having trouble getting the felt that dampens the strings when he built that one. And the felt is glued to adhesive backing, and then when you put it on the bars, you peel the strip off the adhesive backing and stick it to the bar that way. Well, the felt has delaminated from the adhesive strip.
Oh
The
boy.
strip is still holding on to the bars, but the felt has come off of the strip on a lot of the chord bars. So I've got to get someone to help me cut new felt. I've got felt, but I can't do that job. You can't do that job when you're blind. There are a lot of things that people told me I couldn't do when I was blind, and my standard response was, "Gee, I'm glad you didn't tell me that before I did it." But
Good for you.
I can't I can't cut felt. It's you have to do it with a box cutter, and it has to be absolutely precise. My son can do it, but he's second in charge of a company that installs ductwork and fire suppression equipment and stuff like that for restaurants. And he's just real busy, doesn't have time for it right now.
Mike, you want to test your audio?
Who are you asking?
Yeah, right. There we
Uh,
are. See if that does that work?
yes,
Yep.
yes, good.
Oh, good. Because I've got a new modem and nothing works, so I, I haven't got a printer, and I was just hoping this one would, but you never know.
That
Anyway,
sounds good. Sounds good, Mike.
Thank you. But I haven't got much prepared really, so good. I'm doing
I'm
one
supposed
one
to, I'm supposed to get
printed
my
out.
new computer installed Thursday night, right after the holiday, the day after the holiday.
Ah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, good luck, because I say my printer doesn't work. I think I've had to give up my phone landline. The cell phone works, but the landline doesn't. Uh,
Uh, how's your landline hooked into your modem?
pardon?
That's hooked
Sorry?
into the modem. The landline is.
Yeah, I've had to have full fibre.
Oh, okay.
So I was copper wire into the house up to now, but it's all fibre.
We gave up the landline as soon as the cell phones became more reliable.
Yes, yeah. My sister did as well, but I've always kept mine. It
Mhm.
was convenient for local calls and so on.
Mhm.
We still have ours.
Yeah,
I gave up mine when I moved to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. You know, I had
yeah,
a landline also in New York, but then I gave it up when I moved because Optimum was in charge of this triple play in New York, and they gave me the internet, and they gave me the TV, and they gave me the telephone, the landline. But they didn't cover this area here, so I let go of Optimum, and so I just stuck to T-Mobile for the telephone.
Yeah, I got T-Mobile also.
Yeah.
I
I
haven't
have
had one in
Optima.
over 25 years.
Mhm.
So
Our community's on AT&T. They they did the whole fiber optic thing. I don't know, 5, 6 years ago. Dug up all the ground and put in the cables and everything.
Mhm.
yeah.
And there was one lady in a condo across the way from us whose electricity like never came on, and
Wow.
we talked about months and months, and she was fighting the community and AT&T, and she was trying to sell the place, and she was putting signs up in the window, you know, help me fight this, and all that kind of. It must have been miserable for her, you know. They finally got it fixed. She sold the unit. Somebody's whole Haitian family's been up there for quite a few months, and I guess they've had no trouble.
Months, years they've been there.
Have they been there years?
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
sure.
time is fleeting by.
The
Yeah,
little boy was a baby during
That's
COVID,
true.
and now he's 5.
Today's the 12th. In 2 days, I turn 83 on the 14th.
Woohoo!
They used to tell me, "You don't look a day over 84."
you're only 6 months ahead of me.
And I'm 7 months ahead of you.
Yeah.
All right.
Murray's a month ahead of me. It's in September. He was always a month ahead of me. We know
Yes.
each other a long time since we're 5 years old.
Are there any
Wow.
pictures of you two together when you were little?
Oh yeah, plenty, plenty.
Oh, I'd love
Yeah,
to see them.
well, plenty.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I get the new computer, I'll post some of them. Right now, with my graphics, my computer's so old that my Photoshop doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
With the present graphics, and I'm paying monthly for it. So
yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
I was forced to get the new computer. I can't open a PDF. I can't do anything. It's so old, this computer.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad my computer can't hear you. It's in the other room because it's always buzzing.
The guy who built it 2 weeks ago, but because of the holidays, we don't have time to install it. So the holiday ends on Wednesday night. So Thursday, he's going to finally come, and install it.
That's good. I hope it goes smoothly.
Hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we can out all the bugs before Sunday, before I
Yeah.
have to do the show again.
this is my old Windows 7 computer right here. I
Really?
upgraded to Windows 10 and then to Windows 11. Works
Yeah.
great.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
said it
Mine
couldn't
was
be
7,
done, but
and
I did
then
it.
10, and then they forced you to get 11.
Mhm.
They said you couldn't do it, but I did it.
Mhm.
Well, you can do it. It's just that sooner or later they're not going to let you update it anymore. There are ways to force upgrades on older computers, but Microsoft and the computer manufacturers in cahoots with each other, and they don't want you doing that because they want to sell a lot of new computers and fill up the Earth's landfills with the old ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
So,
always a way.
Yeah, what they were doing with the 10, they kept telling me, we're going to take away support. We won't have any support to back up it, in that, and it just kept infiltrating the computer until I finally gave in.
Nah, no, no.
I wish I had known you had that problem because there is a company, and I have friends who are in very high security positions that have to run Windows 10. And there's a computer called there's a company called ZeroPatch.com, which won't do any feature updates, of course, but they'll continue to maintain the security of your system.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So had I known, I could have helped you with that.
Moot point. Goes
Yep,
back,
you're already
goes
you're already
back a
there.
couple of years already. Yeah.
Okay. I waited until the very last minute.
Yeah, I sort of did too. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like a week ago, I finally upgraded.
Oh, well.
And it cost me a Facebook show because the Open Broadcast Studio program that I use to stream the show to Facebook won't run under Windows 11 yet. It will. It's my computer, and I'll darn well do with it whatever I want.
There you go.
Exactly.
Okay, where is everybody?
We have 10 minutes yet, though, Art.
A lot of people come in right at the last minute.
Yeah.
Sometime in the last 5 minutes.
They like to sleep late on Sunday.
Bob Winkler, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Yeah, your mic's
do?
a little low.
Now do you?
Yeah, that's better.
You gotta be have your mouth right on top of it.
Well, when he sings, he's usually louder than when
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I'm just talking, but when I'm saying louder.
Yeah.
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 But
Yes.
still, I like hearing what you're saying. It's, not just
Most of the
flapping your
time.
lips over there.
Okay, I can do this. Is better?
Yeah.
Now? What if I say something bad?
You would never say something
Don't.
bad.
You haven't heard everything I've had to say.
Whenever I get an upgrade or something on Windows, I like to keep the old format. And they have a program called Classic Shell, which you could always keep the old format that I had in Windows 7. So I hope I can use that on 11 because the new stuff I can't get used to at all. I put Classic Shell on everything.
I remember when I went to Best Buy and I saw the Geek Squad there
Yeah.
about with a new computer, and they changed the whole format into I forget what it's called now, but it was totally different from what Windows had, and I didn't like it at all. But over a period of time, I was able to figure out how to get back somehow to the old format.
Well, that Classic Shell, that's the program. When you put that in, that brings it to the old format.
Which one?
Classic Shell, it's called.
Classic Shell?
Shell, yeah, Shell, yeah.
Just keep gas in the tank and air in the tires, and you'll be fine.
Except that my computer doesn't run on tires.
Are you sure? Have you checked the tire?
Or else I'd probably have to chase it through the house.
Yeah.
Saul, have you checked with the fellow that's building your computer about whether Classic Shell will work on it?
He said, yeah, he'll install that, yeah.
Yeah. I imagine that they've got a version for every version of Windows.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised because a lot of people use that.
Make sure it's where it's supposed to be.
He's very good, this guy. He's ever since I moved here, he's done all my repair work. He knows exactly what I want. So
Yeah.
the computer went to bad. He says, I'll build it one for you. So I trust him.
Well, and the good thing about that is you'll have exactly what you want and
Yeah,
not stuff you don't want and don't need and can't use, you know?
right. Yeah. He was asking me, he says, why do you need a CD player and everything? He says, I opened up my garage, I showed him all the stuff in the collections I got. So that's why.
I
The
guess
trouble with
that.
CDs, they're finding out now that they don't last forever. You have to keep them away from light, and you have to do a lot of things. And most of my friends uh, ripped their CDs, which is a term that means they actually converted them to files that would store on their drives.
I'm doing that right now.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I
Yeah,
have so many of
that's
them, it's going to take forever to do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I put an
I'm having a problem with my camera of all things that I've had for I don't know, about 20 years already, and I'm having a problem with it now because no, I think it's something to do with the memory card that I have in it, and somehow I made a thing where it won't the computer can't pick up the pictures that I've just taken from the memory card. It took everything until now, but until a couple of days ago, it was doing that. It was transferring my pictures from the camera to by putting the memory card into the special device
Wow.
that plugs into the computer. And it was fine. I was able to get all the pictures that I took into the computer, so
Mm.
I could see it, large, and I could make adjustments to it through different photo programs and everything. But all of a sudden, a couple of days ago, it stopped. I don't know what I did to the memory card or something that stopped it from putting the new pictures on the computer. So a couple of days ago, I figured out a way to do it where I took some of the other programs that I had, um, like Photoscape and I don't know, other programs that had to do with improving pictures, and putting them on the computer. And they had the pictures that wouldn't come out on Microsoft's photo program. They had the other programs had it. So I was able to copy those pictures and put a small icon onto the desktop and have them so that I could click on that and get it fast. And the picture would come up big after I clicked on it. But now today, I couldn't make the picture. After thinking I solved the problem, I could do it. But today, it wouldn't create the pictures that I took today. So something new is wrong, and I got
Uh,
to figure out now what it is and how to. I probably could do it if I went and bought another memory card. But there's no photo place near me, and I would have to have Stephen drive me to some, pharmacy or some photo place
yeah.
like Best Buy or something like that to buy a new uh, memory card.
Okay.
So if it's not one thing, it's something else.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we have so far only a small crowd. So I know Pavin said he and Pat won't be here today. Uh, Tricia might come in late. She's driving back from a folk festival, and depending on traffic, she might make the second half, she said. And I haven't heard from Kathleen yet. And
I haven't either. Mm.
Debbie and Ron always come in late. So, So I mean, let's give the order so far of performance, and we'll start, and hopefully more people will come in. Okay, so we have George was first, Bob Winkler was second, Murray was third, then Susan and Bob, then Mike Reeves and Lonnie. Okay, that's what we have so far. So 15 seconds will so anybody else comes in, they'll know where they stand. Okay, so uh, again, George, Bob Winkler, Murray, Susan and Bob, Mike Reeves, and Lonnie. Okay, so I'm gonna everybody mute now and let George start, and hopefully more people will come in.
Okay, thank you, Saul. Since Power Tools was such a hit last week, I'm going to sing you another song about an old boy from here down home that wound up in a situation that was completely out of his element. It's called Gourmet Restaurants. Well, I went to the Chez Paris. The food was good there, I was told. They said I should try some out their vichyssoise, but when they brought it, heck, it was cold. I said, don't you just have some tomato soup? And he said, the gazpacho is awfully nice. I said, well, bring me a big bowl of that. And he did, and Dad blamed if it wasn't cold as ice. Oh, you can have those high-priced gourmet restaurants. Yeah, the waiters act snooty and they dress kind of goofy and they won't bring you what you want. Well, I like greens, cornbread and beans and a big old glass of iced tea. I tell you, friends, those gourmet restaurants ain't for me. Well, a few months later, some friends insisted we try out the Chateau Les Routes. After waiting an hour and a half, we finally sat down, and heck, I couldn't even read the menu. So I asked the waiter, how's the beef? He said, the steak tartare is the best you've ever had. But when he brought it, friends, I thought I'd seen rare meat, but this one wasn't even hurt real bad. A couple Band-Aids and that boy'd be out there grazing. Well, I just couldn't eat that steak tartare. I was confused in every way. I wasn't even too sure about the soup du jour. I hear they change that every day. And then the waitress said, Monsieur, I have frog legs that are guaranteed to please. I said, well, hooray, boy, hop on back there in the kitchen and bring me a grilled cheese. Oh, you can have those high-priced gourmet restaurants. Yeah, the waiters act snooty and they dress kind of goofy and they won't bring you what you want. Well, I like greens, cornbread and beans and a big old glass of iced tea. I tell you, friends, those gourmet restaurants ain't for me. Well, they said I ought to at least try out some of their wonderful desserts. I hadn't been able to eat anything else, so I figured, heck, what could it hurt? I thought I'd like a little ice cream, and the waiter said if that was my desire. The Cherries Jubilee is magnifique, but when he brought it, heck, it was on fire. I jumped up and throwed a bowl of that cold tater soup on it before it could set off the sprinkler system. Probably saved them from a major fire, but did they appreciate it? No. Asked me not to never come back. No need to worry about that. Oh, you can have those high-priced gourmet restaurants. Yeah, the waiters act snooty and dress kind of goofy and they won't bring you what you want. Well, I like greens, cornbread and beans and a big old glass of iced tea. I tell you, friends, those gourmet restaurants ain't for me. They said the food at that place was fit for a king. And they were right. Here, king. Here, boy. Yeah. Beef tornado. Now, what's that? Steak that's been run over by an Oldsmobile? Now I can understand chocolate eggs and chocolate bunny rabbits, but a chocolate mousse ain't never gonna catch on. Seems like all it takes to qualify for gourmet food is for it to be either raw or on fire.
Good one. Very
Excellent,
good
Bob.
one.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, and now that we've heard George, next online, Bob Winkler from Floody, Arizona, right?
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good, 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 good. Okay, not so sunny. We're getting attacked by tropical storms, Raymond and Priscilla, at least the remnants. So we're getting days of rain here, and flood warnings and so forth. Anyway, uh, I'm going to do Hoagie Carmichael here, something by him. Take us back as usual. What I like to do. Two sleepy people. Get my fingers to work. Here we are, out of cigarettes, holding hands and yawning. Look how late it gets. Two sleepy people by the dawn's early light. Too much in love to say goodnight. Here we are in the cozy chair, pick on a wishbone from the frigid air. Two sleepy people with nothing to say. Too much in love to break away. Do you remember the nights we used to linger in the hall? Your father didn't like me at all. Do you remember the reason why we married in the fall? Rent this little nest, get a bit of rest. Here we are, just about the same. Foggy little fella, drowsy little dame. Two sleepy people, the dawn's early light. Sleepy little people, the dawn's early light. Too much in love to say good night. Hoagie Carmichael.
Thank you, Bob. Okay, now from Arizona to Pennsylvania.
Mike Reeves, you're not muted, dear.
Okay, thank you. So I guess I'm next, right? Yeah.
You are.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to sing a couple of songs today that I've already sung, but everybody does that from time to time. And the first song is one of my favorites, and it's one that's about Mexico and also I think Chicago, is it? It's in case you don't remember, it's Pancho and Lefty, and that was written by Townes Van Zandt. And the most popular version of it was sung by Willie Nelson and Earl Earl Scruggs, I think. Yeah. So yeah, it's about this guy who's a bandit in Mexico, and the federales always try to get him and his friend Lefty. And one day they get him, but Lefty gets free. All right. So here's how the song goes. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye and sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words, but that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio. No, it wasn't Chicago. It was Ohio, not Illinois. All right. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio. Where he got the bread to go, there ain't nobody knows. The the poets tell how Pancho fell and Lefty's living in cheap hotels. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true. Save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. A few great paralysts say they could have had him many days. They only let him go so long, out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federalists say they could have had him any day. They only let him go away, out of kindness, I suppose. That's it.
Thank you, Maurice. Thank you. We go to Susan and Bob.
Thank you. How's our volume? Okay.
Good, good.
Okay. Well, last week, after our jam, at 7 o'clock, what they used to have all the time during COVID was on Sundays, Greenwich Village Folk Club would have a come on live and have several different artists show up. And they did it last week, and they featured Sonny Oaks, Phil Oaks' sister, and all the artists got to do 2 songs of his and then one of their own. So Sue and I thought we'd do some Phil Oaks songs today. Anytime you're ready. Show me the prison. Show me the jail. Show me the prisoner whose life has grown stale, and I'll show you a young man with so many
whiskey stains on the floor. Show me the drunkard as he stumbles out the door, and I'll show you a young man with so many reasons why. There, but for fortune, go you or I, you or I. Show me the country where the bombs had to fall. Show me the buildings that once stood so tall, and I'll show you a young land with so many reasons why. There, but for fortune, go you or I, you or I. Philip.
Good song.
Great. Sounded good today, Susan.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Thanks, Susan. And I'm going to do one here. I don't know if I've ever sang this one. I know one or two people have. I think Debbie sang it once. Phil Oakes, There But For Fortune. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Susan just did that one. Guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. There's no place in this world I'll belong when I'm gone. I won't know the right from the wrong when I'm gone. You won't find me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't feel the flowing of the time when I'm gone. All the pleasures of love will not be mine when I'm gone. My pen won't pour a lyrical line when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. I won't breathe the brandied air when I'm gone. And I can't even worry about my cares when I'm gone. Won't be asked to do my share when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't be running from the rain when I'm gone. And I can't even suffer from the pain when I'm gone. Can't say who to praise and who to blame when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. Won't see the golden of the sun when I'm gone. And the evenings and the mornings will be one when I'm gone. Can't be singing louder than the guns when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. All my days won't be dances of delight when I'm gone. And the sands will be shifting from my sight when I'm gone. Can't add my name into the fight when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't be laughing at the line I can't question how, when, or why when I'm gone. Can't live proud enough to die when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. There's no place in this world where I belong when I'm gone. And I won't know the right from the wrong when I'm gone. And you won't find me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. Philip.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Susan. Now it's off to England. Mike Reeves.
Right, yes, this is, I've told everyone I've got printer problems, so I haven't printed much out. But I've been working on a song the only song I've ever written, which I did about 4 years ago, and I've sort of tried to set it to something new. So apologies to Andrew Lloyd Webber if anyone recognises it, but Socialists scream, Conservatives roar, yeah, Democrats scream while Republicans roar. Try nice first, why don't they try nice first? We believe they might achieve if they try nice first. Mothers rant, husbands yell, yeah, mothers rant, husbands yell. Try nice first, why don't they try nice first? There'd perforce be less divorce if they tried nice first. That doesn't mean you have to concede. That doesn't mean you have to concede. Be strong of mind, don't let the bullies win. Be strong of mind, don't let the bullies win. Interviewers badger, reporters heckle. Interviewers badger, reporters heckle. Try nice first. Why don't they try nice first? People bellyache, people troll. People bellyache, people troll. Try nice first. Why don't they try nice first? Enjoy life with less strife if you try nice first. That doesn't mean you have to concede. That doesn't mean you have to concede. Be strong of mind. Don't let the bullies win. Be strong of mind. Don't let the bullies win.
Sentiment.
Perfect.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Very timely.
Okay, now go to
Any
Lonnie.
comments? Any comments? Put them in the chat.
Okay. Okay. Lonnie, unmute. Your turn.
Ready? Can you hear me? Okay, good. Wendy's gonna do a song for us here by James Taylor called
Millworker.
My grandfather was a sailor. He blew in out the water. My father was a farmer, and I his only daughter. I took up with a no good millwork band in Massachusetts. Guys are too much whiskey leaves me these three faces to feed. They'll work ain't easy, they'll work ain't hard. They'll work, it ain't nothing but on the job. I'm waiting for a daydream to take me through the morning and put me in my car. mind begins to wander to the days back on the farm. I can see my father smiling at me, swinging on his arm. I can hear my granddad's stories of the storms out on Lake Erie, where vessels and cargoes in fortune sailors' lives were lost. But it's my life wasted, and I've been a fool to let this manufacturer use my body as a tool. I can ride home in the evening, staring at my hands, swearing by my sorrow that a young girl ought to stand better chance. So may I work the mill for as long as I'm able, and never meet the man whose name is on the label. Mill work ain't easy, mill work ain't hard, mill work it ain't nothing but an all for a job. I'm waiting for a daydream to take me through the morning and put me in my coffee break, where I can have a sandwich and remember. And it'd be me and my machine for the rest of the morning, for the rest of the afternoon, gone for the rest of my life.
Beautiful.
Thank
Real
you.
pretty. Real pretty.
Thank you, Wendy. That was really very pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. And now back to England and Kathleen.
Sorry, I didn't realise it was me. I thought I was going to be last because I was a bit late. Right, okay. So my first song is a Scottish song, Jock o' Hazeldean, which I thought was a very old traditional song, but I looked it up just to make sure. It is an old traditional song, but apparently the words that we know were written by Walter Scott. He added words to it, apparently. Why weep ye by the tide, lady? Why weep ye by the tide? I'll wed ye to my youngest son, and ye shall be his bride. And ye shall be his bride, lady. Say, come ye to be seen. But I, she let the tears doon fall for Jock o' Hazeldean. Now let this wilful grief be done, and dry thy cheeks, say pale. Young Frank is chief of Warrington, and Lord of Langley-Dale. His step is first in peaceful hall, his sword in battle keen. But I, she let the tears doon fall for Jock o' Hazeldean. A chain of gold ye shall na lack, nor braid to bind your hair, nor mettled hound, nor mannish hawk, nor palfrey fresh and fair. And ye, the fairest of them all, shall ride our forest queen. But I, she let the tears doon fall or Jock or Hazeldean. The kirk was decked at morning tide, the tapers glimmered fair. The priest and bridegroom wait the bride, and dame and knight are there. I sought her bathed by bower and hall, the lady was Lucille. She's o'er the border and a wall, with Jock or Hazeldean. She's o'er the border and a wall, with Jock or Hazeldean.
Nicely done.
Very nice song.
Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you so much. And now to the Hudson Valley, Doreen.
Okay. So last weekend, my husband said, "Come and look at this moon," and it was huge. And so he started howling. It was very funny. Anyway, so it made me think of this song. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. But there's a full moon rising, let's go dancing in the light. We know where the music's playing, let's go out and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing high. I want to celebrate, see it shining in your eye. Because I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you. And now we go to, I believe, Debbie and Ron. Somehow my list disappeared. Okay, here it is. Yeah, Debbie and Ron.
All right. Well, we actually thought of doing that one, Doreen, but you beat us. Aren't sure, but I have never sung it before.
It's right here. Can you read? Can you read that? Is that back? It's right there.
Anyway, we shall have
But
to
don't
do it.
worry, I don't get mad.
We shall have to do it in harmony together. All of us guys. It's like, everybody's great. All right, so. All right, 2 days ago was the anniversary of John Prine's birth. And he was one of the first ones to die of COVID. It was so terrible. But anyway, we're going to try to do a couple of his today. He was born October of 1946. And passed in 2020. All right, so let's... Child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. Sorry, I'm screwing this up. Let me start. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. There's a backwoods old town that's often remembered so many times that my sleigh. Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has rolled it away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Grand River to the abandoned old prison down by Country Hill, where the air smelled like snakes and we shoot with our pistols. Empty pop bottles was all we could kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Then the coal company came with the world's largest shovel, and they tortured the timber and stripped all the land. Well, they dug for their coal till the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down to the progress of man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes float down the Green River, let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven, paradise waiting just 5 miles away from wherever I am. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away.
Good one.
Born in Kentucky, and then they moved to Chicago, but in Chicago is where he got noticed, John Prine. So good for that. All right. Now, let's do the next one, Mr. Ron.
D.
D, yep, D, key of D for you. There was a time when lonely men would wander through this land, cold and aimlessly alone. So many times I've heard their sad story, written in the words of Ted Van's song. Down through the years, many men have yearned for freedom. Some found it only on the open road. Many tears of blood fell around us, 'cause you can't always do what you are told. Please tell me where have all the hobos gone to? I see no fire burning down by the rusty railroad track. Can it be time when my heart was free to wander. And I remember as I sing this hobo song, please tell me where have all the hobos gone to? I see no fire burning down by the rusty railroad track. Can it be that time is gone and left them tied up in life's eternal traveling sand? Could it be that time is gone and left them tied up in life's eternal traveling sand?
Thank you. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Debbie. Beautiful, beautiful performance. Okay, Robbie, you came in just in time. You're up. Unmute.
Robbie, you're muted.
I'm getting there. Unmuted. I'm getting there. My apologies, everybody. I fell asleep. And after moving furniture around outside, we're expecting a big stormy gale. So everything had to be tied down, so to speak. Anyhow, I must say I got lost in Debbie's walking bass lines. She's fantastic on the guitar, and that was a really wonderful accompaniment. Of course, they're both wonderful instrumentalists. So currently I'm not playing anything, yet, because of my arm, but almost. If I did this last time, I apologize. I just don't have my records straight. This is a song by Carla Bonoff, from 1976, I think. And I was inspired to learn it from a singing of Nancy Montgomery, who's a wonderful singer and friend. Just has a poignant quality, I think, of what home means to people. And it's called Home. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright, and we'd been out for many an hour. And all through my brain came the refrain of home and its warming fire. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly me over the mountain, though I'm standing still. The people I've seen come in between, the city's all tiring. What life! The trains come and go, but inside the struggle will soon be a fight. But home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly me over the mountain, though I'm standing still. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright, but soon the sun came through the trees. Around the next bend, the flowers will send the sweet scent of home in the breeze. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly me over the mountain, though I'm standing still. To fly me over the mountain, though I'm standing still.
Gorgeous, Robbie. That was just gorgeous.
That was lovely.
Good one. Good, good,
Very
good, good.
pretty. Very pretty. Robbie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to liven things up a little here. Uh, this is a song by the Clancy brothers, and usually they sing only Irish songs, but they at one point they did sing British songs, but Tommy Makem had left the group for a while, and he was replaced by one of the famous British folk singers, Lou Killen, later towards the end of his life to become Louisa Killen. But that's another matter. Okay, and it's called the Gallant 43. Now, we're very unsure about the origin of the song, but they remember that people said that the British soldiers sang it when they retreated from Dunkirk during World War II. So here it goes. You may talk about your Lancers and your Irish Fusiliers, the Aberdeen Militia and the Queen's Own Volunteers, or any other regiment that's lying near or far. Come give to me the tartan of the gallant 43 chorus, strolling through the hillside on a summer's day, watching all the country girls working at the hay. I really was delighted, and she stole my heart a while when I saw her in the tartan of the gallant 43. I never will forget the day his regiment walked past. The piper played a lovely tune, and my heart was aghast. He turned around and smiled farewell, and far from a while he played for me the tartan of the gallant 43. Strolling through the hillside on a summer's day, watching all the country girls working at the hay. I really was delighted, and she stole my heart a while when I saw her in the tartan of the gallant 43. I stood there on the dockside as the ship pulled out to sea, and praised that my own bonny lad would soon return to me. But many a pipe will sound no more, and many a lad will fall, but fighting for the tartan of the gallant 43. Strolling through the hillside on a summer's day, watching all the country girls working at the hay. I really was delighted, and she stole my heart a while when I saw her in the tartan of the gallant 43. Once again I hear the music of the pibroch from afar. They tramped and tramped the weary man, returning from the war. And as they nearer drew, I brushed a woeful tear awa to see my bonny laddie of the gallant 43. Strolling through the hillside on the summer's day, watching all the country girls working at the hay. I really was delighted, and she stole my heart a while when I saw her in the tartan of the gallant 43. I really was delighted, and she stole my heart a while when I saw her in the tartan of the gallant 43. Clancy Brothers. Ready for the second round? George, are you ready to begin?
I am.
So we are ready to listen. Everybody
Okay.
Mute.
Let's. I know there are a lot of different arrangements to this, but they're all very similar. I'm going to play Darling Corey in G. Wake up, darling Corey. What makes you sleep so sound? The revenue men are coming, gonna tear your still house down. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, gonna lay darling Corey down. Go away, darling Corey. Quit hanging around my bed. Pretty women gonna run me distracted. Corn liquor's killing me dead. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down. Oh, the first time I saw darling Corey, she was standing in the door. Had her shoes and her stockings in her hand, and her little bare feet on the floor. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down. Oh, the next time I saw darling Corey, she was sitting on the banks of the sea. She had a 44 strapped to her body and a banjo on her knee. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down. Oh, last time I saw darling Corey, she had a dram glass in her hand. She was drinking away her troubles with a low-down gambling man. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down. Don't you hear those bluebirds singing? Don't you hear that mournful sound? They're preaching Corey's funeral in the lonesome graveyard ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay darling Corey down.
Wasn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
The workout for your fingers
Your
there.
fingers are flying.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you, George. Thank you so much.
So many
Okay.
great verses.
And now we're going to go to Bob Winkler in Arizona. And as soon as the song is over, Bob has to leave and secure his horses before the big storm hits. So,
Well, it's been hitting. I'm gonna stay a little bit and then leave early, go out. I've looked at my camera and checked with my barn manager. I'm gonna make sure the stalls are dry and everything's all good out there. So I'll stay a little bit and then take off. Anyway, I'm gonna do a Sam Cooke song, another Saturday night, and hope you enjoy it. Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money 'cause I just got paid. How I wish I had somebody to talk to in an awful way. Got to town about a month ago. Seen a lot of girls since then. If I could meet him, I could get him, but I haven't met him. Why in the shape I'm in? Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. Got some money 'cause I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to in an awful way. Now another fella told me his sister looked just fine. Instead of being my deliverance, had a strange resemblance to a cat named Frankenstein. Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. Got some money 'cause I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to in an awful way. Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. Got some money 'cause I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to in an awful way. Oh, it's hard on a fella when he don't know his way around. Find me honey to help me spend this money, heading back to Key West town. Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. Got some money 'cause I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to in an awful way. Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. Got some money 'cause I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to in an awful way. In an awful way. In an awful way. Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke.
thank you. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Okay, now to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and Murray.
Okay. All right. This is, like I said, I'm singing a couple of songs that I have sung here before, and so this is one of them again. and it's a French song. So I'm going to give you the translation in English, but I'll keep it short. I won't do all the repeats that it has when the French song is sang. When the French song is sung. Okay. The English, well, it commemorates the song. It's called Un Canadien Errant, the errant Canadian, but it commemorates the Mackenzie Papineau rebellion in Canada, which was very not very well known even among Canadians. Rebellion that lasted somewhere between 1837 and 1838. Uh, I guess it was a matter of the French Canadians trying to get more uh, the government to be more respondent to the French Canadians. But anyway, they lost to the English and resulted in some rebels being hanged or exiled out of the country or fleeing themselves to the United States. One of the persons who fled to the United States and wound up eventually in New York was the guy who wrote the lyrics to the song, Antoine Gérin Lajoie. He wrote the song in 1842. And the melody he got from an older Canadian folk tune, which the name of which is J'ai fait une maîtresse. I made a mistress. To me, it sounded like I made a mattress, but no, it's mistress, maîtresse. That means I made a mistress for myself. All right, so here's the English words. A wandering Canadian banished from his home, passed weeping through foreign countries. One day, sad and pensive, sitting on the banks of a river to the fleeting current, he addressed these words: If you see my country, my unhappy country, go say to my friends that I remember them. O days so full of charms, you have disappeared, and my country, alas, I shall never see again. No, but as I expire, O my dear Canada, my dying look will turn towards you. Okay, now here goes the song in French. Un Canadien errant, banni de ses foyers. Un Canadien errant, banni de ses foyers, parcourait en pleurant des pays étrangers, parcourait en pleurant des pays étrangers. Un jour triste et pensif, assis au bord des flots, un jour triste et pensif, assis au bord des flots, au courant fugitif, il adressa ses mots. Au courant fugitif, il adressa ses mots. Si tu vois mon pays malheureux, si tu vois mon pays malheureux, va dire à mes amis que je me souviens d'eux. Va se dire mes amis, que je me souviens d'eux. Au jour si plein d'appât, vous êtes disparu. Au jour si plein d'appât, vous êtes disparu. Et ma patrie est là, je ne la verrai plus. Et ma patrie est là, je ne la verrai plus. Non mais expirante, ô mon cher Canada, non mais expirante, ô mon cher Canada, mon regard languissant vers toi se portera. Mon regard languissant vers toi se portera. Un Canada errant, banni de ses foyers, un Canadien errant, banni de ses foyers, parcourait en pleurant des pays étrangers, parcourait en pleurant des pays étrangers. That's it.
Très bien, très bien.
Thank you. Thank you. You probably sang that when I wasn't here because the first time I heard it.
Oh, yeah.
I did miss a lot of, because of the holidays, I did miss a lot of sessions. Okay, now we go to Susan and Bob.
Okay, this song isn't Phil Oakes, but I think he'd approve. And besides which, I remember learning the last song that I did, There But For Fortune, at around the same time I was learning this one in high school. So there's some kind of continuation there. Anyhow. Last night I had the strangest dream I'd ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war. I dreamed I saw a mighty room, and the room was filled with men. And the papers they were signing said they'd never fight again. And when the papers were all signed and 1,000,000 copies made, they all joined hands and circled round, and a grateful prayer was prayed. And the people in the streets below were dancing round and round, and guns and swords and uniforms were scattered on the ground. Last night I had the strangest dream I'd ever dreamed before. I dreamed the world had all agreed to put an end to war.
Wow, that was great.
Ed McCurdy who wrote that.
Yeah.
Ed McCurdy.
And the Weavers did it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, every once in a while, a picture comes up on Facebook of Susan in high school. I don't know whether it's a talent thing
The
or
Girls
something.
League Talent Show in
Was it a talent show?
1966.
And she's playing guitar. And when I met her at a party in New Haven, way back when, she was still playing guitar back then. And that's how people got us together. They said, "Oh, Susan that lives down the block, she plays the same songs that you do." Long story, but that's how it started. So I'm going to, for anybody that wasn't here in the beginning, we're doing a couple of Phil Oakes things because last week, right after this jam, the Greenwich Village Folk Club had a live thing. It came through YouTube, live performance by people, and Phil Oakes' sister was there, kind of running the whole thing. And they used to do that every Sunday. Rob McDonald was a big person behind it. Comes out of that same Greenwich Village folk scene, and he's down here in Florida, but he's behind that. And so we just thought we'd do a little Phil Oakes stuff this week. Now next week I'm going to preview a new song I wrote, and I think you'll all appreciate it. So come on next week and I will sing it for you. Sit by my side, come as close as the air, sharing the memory of gray, and wander in my words, dream about the pictures that I play, of changes. Green leaves of summer turn red in the fall, to brown and to yellow they fade, and then they have to die, trapped within the circle time parade of changes. Scenes of my young years were warm in my mind, all visions of shadows that shine. One day I returned and found they were the victims of the vine of changes. Ah, the world spinning madly, it drifts in the dark, swings through a hollow of haze, a race around the stars, journey through the universe ablaze with changes. Moments of magic will glow in the night, all fears of the forest are gone, but when the morning breaks, they're swept away by golden drops of dawn of changes. And passions will part to a strange melody, as fires will sometimes burn cold like petals in the wind. We're puppets to the silver strings of souls of changes. Oh, your tears will be trembling now, we're somewhere else. One last cup of wine we will pour, and I'll kiss you one more time, leave you on the rolling river shores of changes. So sit by my side, come as close as the air, and share in the memory of gray, and wander in my words, dream about the pictures that I play of changes.
Bob. Thank you, Susan. And now off to England again, Mike Reeves.
Yes, this is another of those one-hit wonders in England, anyway, or Britain, for somebody called Ricky Valance, who I assumed was American, but it turns out is Welsh. However, it was done earlier by an American, and it's I think of it as a folk song because it's got a story and there's a death in it. Spoiler alert. Laura and Tommy were lovers. He wanted to give her everything, flowers, presents, and most of all, a wedding ring. He saw a sign for a stock car race, $1,000 prize it read. He couldn't get Laura on the phone, so to her mother Tommy said, "Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura I may be late. I've something to do that cannot wait." He drove his car to the racing ground. He was the youngest driver there. The crowd roared as they started the race. From the track they drove at a deadly pace. No one knows what happened that day, how his car overturned in flames. But as they pulled him from the twisted wreck, with his dying breath, they heard him say, "Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura not to cry. My love for her will never die." Now in the chapel Laura prays for Tommy who passed away. It was just for Laura he lived and died. Alone in the chapel she could hear him cry, "Tell Laura I love her. Tell Laura I need her. Tell Laura not to cry. My love for her will never die. My love for her will never die."
It scares me that I know all the words to Dopey songs. That was great.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. And now we go back to South Florida and Lonnie. North Florida, excuse me.
It's Lower Trumpia. It's what we call it, Lower Trumpia. And what I'm gonna do here is I couldn't get Tyrion to help me, and Wendy has a sore throat. So anyway, I'm gonna do this song about Lord Franklin. Some of you may know of Lord Franklin, but for those of you who don't, I will go ahead and explain it. Well, here's a lovely, lovely old song in the style of an old English ballad. And it's about Lord Franklin, who was a seaman, sort of. As time goes on, more and more is found out about Lord Franklin and his adventures. And we get closer to the truth about what happened to Franklin and his crew all the time. I think I'll tell you about it because it's a good story and a good song, and most importantly, it's gruesome, so I like it. Of course, the story ruins the song forever, so after I tell you, just try to forget the whole thing and maybe enjoy the song. The story is this. At the beginning of the last century, or early in the last century, several expeditions were sent off to find a new trade route to the east. And it was thought at the time that there was a shortcut around the north coast of Newfoundland, just south of the Arctic Circle. A lot of these ships were sent out, and they never came back again. The last one that was sent out was headed by Sir John Franklin, and he was the perfect man for the job, because he looked the part. He had side whiskers, and he was a nice, plump, pink Englishman. The trouble was that he was basically a complete imbecile, but he was a man of good breeding, you understand. And he equipped his ship with the things that were essential in his opinion, and they consisted of a billiard hall, a library, and a large stock of port. What he neglected to put on board, of course, was any food, but didn't matter, because it was only for the crew, because they were the only ones who would have needed that sort of stuff. They were low class, you see. Well, Franklin never returned either, which is why this ballad came about, which laments his great loss. What has since been discovered is that they finally found Franklin's ship many, many miles away from where any reasonable person would ever, in their wildest imaginings, have thought it would be. And with the ship were several seamen completely preserved and frozen in the ice. Well, actually, only some of them were frozen complete, whilst some of them apparently were frozen incomplete, and bits of them were strewn over a large area. For example, they found a leg bone belonging to a skeleton in one place, and about 10 miles further down in the ice, they found the other leg. And they simply couldn't understand how these guys could have walked so far without any legs. And then they figured out what had happened was probably that the crew, because of Franklin, didn't have anything to eat. And old Franklin was a nice plump specimen, as I already told you. So they put two and two together, and that's what happened to him. They ate him. They did find the remains of Franklin in a box with the ship's log stuffed up his last remaining orifice as a sort of a thank you note from the rest of the boys. So there you go. It's ruined forever now, isn't it really? But wait a minute, though. There's a nice touch. He was only Sir John Franklin when he left England, but they made him a lord. They made him Lord Franklin after he was frozen to death and cannibalized, which I find a very noble gesture. So anyway, on with the song. Was homeward bound one night on the deep. Swinging in my hammock, I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, and I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. 100 seamen he sailed away to the frozen ocean in the month of May to seek a passage around the pole, where we poor seamen do sometimes go. The cruel hardships they mainly strove, their ship on a mountain of ice was drove. Only the Eskimo, the skin canoe, was the only one that ever came through. In Baffin's Bay, where the whale fishes blow, the fate of Franklin no man may know. The fate of Franklin no tongue can tell. Lord Franklin, along with his sailors to dwell. And now my burden it gives me pain. From my long lost Franklin I would cross the main. 10,000 pounds I would freely give to say that on earth my Franklin do live. Franklin, yeah, fine fellow. Anyway, thanks for listening to that.
Thank you.
You're a very talented group. Thank you.
Okay, now Kathleen.
Okay. Right, I'm going to sing a song that I only found out today. It's Underneath the Pines. It was written by David Dodson, who I'd never heard of before. And I'd heard it sung by Cindy Callett. But when I heard him sing it, he's got such a lovely voice, and apparently he wrote lots of songs, so I shall be looking him up. It's called Underneath the Pines. It was long ago, but I can still remember one afternoon when we were 4 or 5. Flat on our backs we looked up through the branches, overhead, underneath the pine. And that old tree was thicker than a barrel, but in the wind how it would bend and sway. And we would stare straight up the trunk together. Pine trees look so tall that way. And nothing felt so fine before as sleeping on that piney floor. No troubled dreams would cross our minds, lying there underneath the pines. I hear the wind that whispers through the branches, red squirrel scolds and chatters overhead. Once again the smell of sweet pine needles rises from my forest bed. The shades of brown and green and blue, with rays of sunlight passing through, changing shadows, grey designs, gently sway underneath the pines. The hoot owl calls out across the water, the silver pathway of the rising moon. And far away a flock of geese are calling. I know I must be leaving soon. One parting look is all I'll take, to feel the forest and the lake. And when I pass across the line, lay me down underneath the pine. No troubled dreams will cross my mind, lying there underneath the pine.
Lyrics.
Very nice.
Thank you, Kathleen. Now back to the United States, Hudson Valley, Doreen.
Okay, thanks, Al. Well, the weather changed and it's like, getting cold and pumpkins are all around. And so it just reminded me of this haunting song called Hills of Shiloh, Civil War time. Have you seen Amanda Blaine in the hills of Shiloh, wandering in the morning rain through the hills of Shiloh? Have you seen her running round, searching through the sleeping town, in a yellowed wedding gown, through the hills of Shiloh? Have you seen her haunted eyes in the hills of Shiloh? Have you heard her mournful cries in the hills of Shiloh? Have you seen her at her door, listening for the cannon roar, and the man who went to war from the hills of Shiloh? Have you seen her standing there in the hills of Shiloh, wind a-blowing through her hair in the hills of Shiloh, listening for the sound of guns, listening for the rolling drums, and a man who never comes to the hills of Shiloh? Have you heard Amanda sing in the hills of Shiloh, whispering to her wedding ring in the hills of Shiloh? Hear her humming soft and low. Poor Amanda doesn't know 'twas ended 40 years ago in the hills of Shiloh.
That's haunting, Laurie.
Nice.
Well sung.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doreen. And now to Debbie and Ron.
All right. So, okay. So, yeah. Okay.
There is a silence on the prairie that a man can't help but feel. There's a shadow grows longer now, and at my heels, and I know that soon this old four-lane that runs beneath my wheels will take me home to sweet Wyoming home. I headed down the road last summer with a few old friends of mine. They all hid the money low. I didn't make a dime. The entrance fees, they took my dough, and travel took my time. Now I'm headed home to my sweet Wyoming home. Watch the moon smiling in the sky.
do that one nicely.
Yeah, yeah.
Fabulous names.
Right, so that was another wonderful singer-songwriter who we lost too soon, Bill Staines. All right, so I'm gonna end up with one more John Prine. Let's see. I am an old woman, named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning, thunder was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, well, I had me a cowboy. Weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, the years just flew by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. Don't believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear 'em now buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to
Oh, that was
Good
fun.
job. Oh, now you were talking about the rocket that was at the Speakeasy, and I used to hang around there all the time. but down in Greenwich Village, and that I learned that song there, and that was must have been in the late '80s. I don't know, ancient.
Late.
But
Oh, Debbie, we used to sing there. Soldier's Fancy. We used to sing once a month there. I love that place.
yeah, yeah,
We had a
but
great time.
it was great. And, yes, and I learned it from someone else. Been singing it ever since.
And thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Ron, bringing back the old memories.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we come to Robbie. Are you ready, Robbie?
Okay, yes. I just wanted to say a word to Lonnie, who sang this song beautifully, and it's a beautiful song. But I think the late research says that, in fact, the crew was well provisioned with tinned meats, and in the latest style, and with tinned meats and foods, and that they were all lead poisoned from the tinned cans, which leached lead into their system. So a little less. They died nevertheless, but a little less drastic than the version.
Yeah, they
I
were
heard that too,
autopsied.
Robbie.
They were autopsied, in fact, to prove
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Anyhow, and I'm sorry Wendy has a saucer. I love her singing, and I love your singing, so that's the best part. All right, I'm going to sing a song that I wrote. I think I've probably done it here. I haven't sung it much in a very long time. It's kind of a nod to the love potion songs that I didn't grow up with, but a lot of people did. And so it's called All in the Cards. Some people think that love is just a random game of chance. Still others think while on this earth with many they should dance. And some bend their affections to their family's decree. But let me tell you what I think, because love happened to me. Somehow, somewhere, it was all in the cards, I swear. All in the stars that you and I should meet. No fortune teller ever told a tale so sweet right there in her crystal ball. It was predicted you and I would fall into a love so deep, waking, dreaming, fast asleep. Destiny beckoned, and in 1 nanosecond, true love was ours to keep. La da da, la da da da, da 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 da. Join me, la da da da, da 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 da, da 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 da, la da 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 da. Da 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 da. Somehow, somehow, somewhere, somewhere, it was all in the cards, I swear. All in the stars that you and I should meet. No fortune teller ever told a tale so sweet right there. The cards in her tarot pack, do-do-de-do, clearly foretold there'd be no turning back. With scarcely time to think, a love potion we did drink. Our love was fated, for this love we were created. It was all in the cards, I swear. It was all in the cards, I swear. Our love was fated, for this love we were created. It was all in the cards, I swear. It was all in the cards, I swear.
Robbie, that was beautiful.
Haven't heard that in a while.
Thank you. Thank you, Robbie.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're up to me now. I'm going to do the next to the last song. And George, are you ready to do the last song?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next week, this will be same time, same station. The holidays will definitely be over by then. And next week I should be coming from you to you on the new computer. And hopefully it's going to be installed Thursday, and hopefully all the bugs will be out of it by Sunday. Okay. So I'm going to it's a very short song, and it's the national anthem of our neighbor up north, Canada. And you learn the song by watching a lot of hockey games, actually. That's how I learned it. Here goes. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Yay!
That's it.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, George, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
So are we. Everybody, please mute.
Lately, I've been trying to find songs to close the show that I think most of us or all of us will know and can either sing or play along. This is the riddle song in G. I gave my love a cherry that had no stone. I gave my love a chicken that had no bone. I gave my love a baby with no crying, and told my love a story that had no end. How can there be a cherry that has no stone? How can there be a chicken that has no bone? How can there be a baby with no crying? How can you tell a story that has no end? A cherry when it's blooming, it has no stone. And a chicken when it's pippin', it has no bone. A baby when it's sleeping has no crying. And when I say I love you, it has no end. I gave my love a cherry that had no stone. I gave my love a chicken that has no bone. I gave my love a baby with no crying, and told my love a story that had no end.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's such a pretty song.
Pretty song.
Thank you, everybody. You've all been a wonderful audience as well as good performers, and I'm very happy now to be leading this group. I mean, it's been a pleasure for me. I look forward to it every week. I mean, you're the most wonderful people around, and I just want to let you know in 2 days I will be 83 years old.
Many happy returns.
Okay, thank you all. And next week, hopefully, I'll be coming from you from the new computer, and
Yay.
all the bugs here will be ironed out. Good night, everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.
Everybody
So
come
long,
back
everybody.
next week. I got a new song for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a great birthday, Saul.
Happy birthday.
Okay, thank you all.
Yes. Thank you for running
Eat
this
some rugula.
Yes.
years. It's been 5 years that
Yeah.
you've been
Wow.
Right, yeah.
saved us all.
And hopefully you'll come. You'll be down here, and you can catalog all my CDs for me.
Yes.
The Trickett collection and some of the other collections that I've inherited. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Be good.